Hello, everybody. This is Cheryl, and this is my decision ministry slash Life Without a Witness YouTube channel. So if you like any of these videos, please subscribe and hit the bell so that you can be alerted when I create a video like this, and share it if you think it'll be helpful for anybody. So today, I wanted to talk about my last video. I talked about decision ministry and how that's for all of us. Everybody has to make decisions and choices. And I see a difference between those two as well. But I'll talk about that later. And so I was talking to someone today because this usually happens to me at night, right? When I'm lying in bed and I'm either just waking up or about to go to sleep, I get really scared, right? Because I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. I really feel like I don't know what I'm doing as a mom. I don't know what I'm doing as an employee. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I really don't know. And I've been getting that feeling lately, and I don't know what that is. But yeah, so I just wanted to talk about it a little bit because I'm almost certain I'm not the only one. Okay. But and I get worried, I get really worried because I feel like if I don't know what I'm doing, then what the hell am I doing? What the hell am I doing if I don't know what I'm doing, And I don't know, like I feel like all kinds of things are going to just fail and fall, and and then what? So there's a strategy that I learned a while back, where if I have anxiety about something, like today I had a presentation that I did for a national training conference, and the day before, I get a little anxious about stuff like that, which which is normal. So what I have to do is I envision myself just completing it, just doing it. So I envision myself giving the presentation, finishing it, and everything is done. And now I'm back to the next thing, right? So if I go to sleep like that, having finished it in my mind, I'm not thinking about it. Like, I can sleep a lot better if I'm able to do that. But that doesn't work here. That doesn't work with me not knowing what the hell I'm doing. Okay. Because I don't know. I don't know what decision to make. Like, I don't know what to do, and it's disconcerting because on one side, on one hand, I know that's not true. Okay. I'm very competent in what I do. I have a lot of plans, I do what I do. And many times I do it well. And on the other hand, I know that that's completely accurate. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, I really don't. So I don't like that feeling, but I do realize the truth in it. I absolutely do realize the truth in it, which takes me back to what I was talking about in my previous video, right? About what I have to do. And I talk about this, but what I really need to internalize, is to ensure that whatever I'm doing is emerging from Cheryl. Like, it's emerging from a place of authenticity. Because something else I notice is that feeling of not knowing what I'm doing has a lot to do with external judgment. People judging you on the outside, people who can judge and validate that, yes, you are a mom, or yes, you are an employee, a good employee, or so it comes, a lot of it I notice stems from fear of judgment. So there was, what was I watching? I think it was Frasier. where he had been dating all these women. I love Frasier, y'all. He's so funny. And I learned new words from Frasier and all kinds of stuff. He's the reason why I tried caviar, right? Because I saw an episode of Frasier where he bought like $5,000 worth of caviar. Okay, that's a whole nother thing. But in that, he had been dating all these women and he just couldn't get it right, right? So all these women from his past came back to talk to him and stuff, and his wife Lilith, or his ex-wife Lilith, was counseling him, right? And he came to the realization that he was alone because he didn't want to be alone, right? He was pushing people away because he didn't want to be pushed away, So I feel like it's kind of like that, right? I feel like I don't know what I'm doing because I don't want to feel like I don't know what I'm doing, So I just, so I don't have to feel that way. Let me just do it myself. Okay. So people don't judge me that way. Let me just feel like I don't know what I'm doing on my own. Okay. How about that? Which is in line with what I learned in hypnosis class, right? Because what I saw and observed in hypnosis, and my instructor was really good. He brought somebody in and he had him sit down, and he said something like, okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, where is your anxiety right now? And the person was like, okay, it's like at a 6 or 7. He said, okay, so we're going to do this exercise. Okay. So take your anxiety down to like a 1, or no. How did he say? He said, okay, take it down from 6 or 7. And then once you do that, tell me where it is. So the person, he sat there for a minute and he was like, okay, it's about a 3 now. He's like, all right, can you take it down just a little bit more, just a little more? Can you, and let me know when you get there. And he was like, okay, I'm like at a 1, right? And he was like, okay. So that tells you that you have complete control over your anxiety. You can actually take it up and take it down, the way, which is true. If I want to be really anxious about something, I know what to do. I know how to get real mad at stuff. I think about that stuff for a minute, rile myself up in my mind. And here I'm at a 9, a 10. If I don't want to feel like that anymore, I take it down. Stop thinking about it. So I can see that. I can see how I have authority over the way I feel in some ways, right? Because feeling is made up of a bunch of different things, right? Thoughts is one of them, right? We get in our feelings a lot when we think about particular things, especially things that agitate us or that make us happy, either way, whatever it is. But so talking about this actually helps, right? Talking about it actually helps. And I've been wanting to talk about this and make a video about this for a minute because, I don't like that feeling, but at the same time, I see the truth in it. And at the same time, I see that, Cheryl, you do, you're okay. You're fine. You're right where you are. Like, that's just where you are. You're right where you are, wherever that is. And that's okay. But what I do want to learn to do more, what I do need to practice more at is releasing people from judgment. And I say it like that because that's how it has to happen. I am holding on to these folks and their judgment and putting value on that, right? And using it to define me as a whatever, employee, mother, friend, cousin, daughter, whatever that is. Okay. I'm holding on to that. So I can, just like I'm holding on to it, give myself permission to relax my grip. Okay. I might not just let it all go like old girl in Frozen, but I can relax my grip on these people and on their opinions and on their perspectives and their filters and their all that stuff. Okay. I can do that. I can do that. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. And so I can, let them be who they are instead of relying on them to tell me who I am. I can absolutely do that. And I'm going to do that. Okay. I've already begun to do that. As I'm making this video, already begun to do that. So, all right. I think that's all I have. And again, this is my decision ministry / life without a witness channel. And if you find value, again, like and subscribe, hit that little bell so you know when I come on and you can participate. Because when I go live, you can actually participate and hear it, and we can chat about stuff. And, if you think it's of value to you, it may be of value to someone else. So please share if you'd like to do that. And I will talk to you all again very soon. Bye.